Hi, so I have two of the wireless Qi charging Anker devices here, and for weeks I was researching to see which one was better, but then I just decided to buy both, so one in my living room and one in my nightstand bedroom. But because I struggled for a week to decide which one I wanted to buy, I wanted to demo it and show you the pros and cons of each one. So here I have an iPhone 10 and a LG G6, and I'm going to demo it using those two phones with these Anker wireless Qi charging. So both of them were very highly rated and had over 600 to 900 positive ratings on Amazon.com. Now, there are some pros and cons to each one. For example, this coaster one, you actually have to know the sweet spot of your phone. So, for example, I am going to put my iPhone here, and you'll notice that that light turns on, indicating that it's charging. Now, if I am off by, say, off-centered, you'll notice that the light turned off, meaning it's not charging anymore. So you really do have to know the sweet spot of your phone, generally in the center, in order for you to place this properly in the right orientation and have it charging. So you notice once again that this is off, and if I place it in the center, it generally turns on and it's charging. Now, both of them can handle a thick case. So you'll notice I have my Caseology case here, and it's your typical sort of 4mm, 5mm case here. So I'm going to put this on the center, and you'll notice once again it turned on. So when it turns on, you'll notice it is generally again in the center. Now it depends on your phone. So for example, with this LG phone, it doesn't have as wide a surface area for the charging, so you really have to be a little bit more precise with it being in the center. And that's the charging phone for my phone. Now for the Anker, you can't go wrong with this because there's actually two coils. There's a coil in the top and a coil in the bottom. And so for this, I could charge it by putting it landscape, or also by putting it upright. And the reason for that is sometimes you want to watch something on your phone. So it's a nice upright position where you could watch a YouTube video, for example, just by having it lying on the side here. So I've been adjusting it, and the charging sound's been going on in my phone. That's what you're hearing. So in general, there are pros and cons between the both. I sort of prefer the upright now, and I do want to address the charging speed. So the charging speed for both of these are the same. So I don't have one of those fast charge plugs, and so I am using a normal plug. And what I mean by normal plug, for example, is this socket here is just a normal Sony plug. There's nothing special about this. It's not the $20 fast charge ones. And using one of those, these two phones, and I've tried both of these phones for about 3 weeks now, and I've had both of these for 3 weeks, is it charges roughly, timing it charges roughly 25% every hour. So that's not too bad. Especially if you're just coming home from work, or you're just going to bed and you're just lying it down like that. For the most part, you're just you don't have to do necessarily a fast charge, but also 25% every hour is not too bad. Now that's the charging speed. As far as these cords, so these cords that it comes with, they're both the same length. They're 34 inches in length, in case you want to know whether it'll fit on your sort of work desk or nightstand. That's how long the cord is. This does have a non-slip, and the non-slip, for example, there's a non-slip in the bottom, and you'll see there's a lot of dust and all of that trapped in the non-slip. It's a rubbery surface, so there is a rubbery surface here. And when I was buying this, deciding whether to buy this or not, one of my concerns was, is my phone gonna just sort of slip off? Well, not really, because it is a non-slip surface, and it's rubbery, and so it grips and hangs onto the phone pretty well. And this is a fairly slippery phone here. And same with this particular phone. you know, it grips it pretty well. So this particular coaster style one does have a non-slip, and this particular one here you'll see is just all plastic. There is no non-slip because it just, you know, it just goes in like this. The other concern I had with this particular upright one was that it'll tip. So it doesn't really tip, and the reason why you notice is because this electrical outlet extends all the way here, and you know, how can it really tip? It doesn't really, you know, you're gonna have to push it really roughly to actually have it tip. So it doesn't tip. There is a rubbery surface in the bottom here also where you see it also catches a lot of dust, but for the most part there is no tipping here. And you could throw, I don't want to say throw, but be a little bit rough with your phone and it's not going to tip. And, you know, I was concerned about that because I read some comments on Amazon that said it was going to tip and it doesn't tip. And it doesn't really tip in reality. The other thing also is I do have both of these in the links in the description area of the video if you want to buy these. Now, the other thing here is the lights. So I like that the light is non-intrusive, and you'll notice that the light is, you know, just a blue light here and a tiny blue light there. You know, it's not the bright lights that you see in the other Qi wireless brands where there's like a full light that comes out. And the reason why I like that is it saves electricity because it's always plugged in, but also that you know, if you have it on your nightstand, you just don't want that light there. So let me see, there's other items that I have, but I think that's it. That's really what I wanted to cover with this, with these two Qi, one the upright and the other the coaster brand, or the coaster style. So these are the Anker, and let me just give you a close-up view here of, you know, how it looks. So this is the close-up view, and this is the coaster version. And I'll have to clean this because it's, you know, really just you know, a little bit dirty there. But I mean, that's really it, and you know, I hope this helped, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.